3 anime trends to look out for in 2025. Talagang tatlo po pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Because I feel that, every otaku needs to talk about this before 2024 ends. Let me pre-frame this, guys. This is only my opinion, right? Based on what I have observed so far this year, from all the animes that have gone through my fingers, whether it was for the Critics Hub or not, bottom line, it's just my observation. Now, if you disagree otherwise with what you're about to hear from me, there's the comment section, there's the live chat. What are these 3 trends that I want to talk about with you guys today? Number 1, reboots. It's probably the most obvious because we've been dished out. We've been constantly being dished out reboots since probably well into the middle part of 2023. It all started with, of course, Rurouni Kenshin, and for this year we had Spice and Wolf, Bartender, and of course, probably the most hype of them all, Grendizer U. And of course, Rurouni Kenshin Cult of Disturbance, which is currently airing as of this recording. Now, why do I still see this as a trend coming into 2025? Well, simply lang, guys. Some of the reboots that have started airing this year won't end until next year. Yung pa lang deduction ko na. But the way I see it, more reboots will come out in 2025. Most of them will fall under the radar because you know how modern day anime fans think of reboots. The original is better. It's probably the animation's more pathetic, or they won't even give it a chance to watch the reboot. But I strongly see this as another trend in 2025. Well, God knows, guys, alright? Only God knows which animes of the past will come back for a reboot. It'll still be a trend coming into 2025. Second trend that I want to share with you guys. Long runs. It's what every long-time anime fan wants. Ako, personally, yun ang gusto ko. Tell you the truth, the story is more thoroughly told when you're scheduled to air for more than 12 or even 13 episodes. Mas mahaba pa kwentuhan eh. And the sequences will be more thought out. And basically, you're going to satisfy the older anime fans, like me. Let me give you an example of a long run this year: the Spice and Wolf reboot. Currently, there are 2 from Madhouse, Trigun Game and Orb, both of which will be are scheduled to run well into winter of next year. The way I see it, for 2025, we're going to experience animes that will air for longer than that. And I don't see any of these long-running anime in 2025 that will do a split core. Nope, I don't see it. Probably the last split core we will ever see is Sengoku Yoko, which will conclude this month. At ang nangyari ba, mas mahaba pa yung second core kaysa yung first core. So expect, guys, for new animes in 2025 to have long runs. They won't take a break. They will not I think anime studios have had enough with split course. They would rather put out an entire anime, no matter how many episodes it is. Expect long runs in 2025. Expect more of them. Short run animes won't be a thing anymore. At least coming into 2025. The final trend I wanna divulge with you guys is probably another obvious one: the reincarnation genre. In case anybody is not too familiar with this genre, it is actually a subgenre of isekai reincarnation. But the way I see it, based on what I've been seeing so far in 2024, this subgenre will break out onto its own. Kumbaga, kakalas na ito sa isekai genre. It's going to become an entirely different genre already. Why did I say this? My number one reason is one anime, Remonster, which aired last spring. Because up to this point, up to when Remonster started airing, the reincarnation genre has been putting out stories better than its mother genre. Alam mo natin lahat na isekai animes are a dime a dozen these days. Okay? It's now a far cry from what the genre was. How do I put this? From what the genre was at least 10 years ago with the release of Log Horizon. I don't know about you guys, but the isekai genre is continuously failing me, because I don't know. They've been dishing out stories that are sometimes, I don't get the story. Okay. But when it comes to the reincarnation animes, lots of them have really good stories to tell. Right? It wasn't just Remonster. Go back to 2021, we had Ansatsu Kisoku. That's a really good anime. And it belongs to the reincarnation genre. For 2025, I'll probably see more reincarnation animes, which will have better storylines than its mother genre. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's another example of a reincarnation anime that aired in 2024. Surgeon Elise. That's another one. It's another really good anime. And guys, don't you think it's about time that a subgenre of isekai breaks out into its own? For 2025, I am seeing the reincarnation genre breaking out into its own. Kumbaga, kakalas na ito sa isekai, magiging sariling genre na siya. That's the way I see it. So those are the three trends that I'm seeing right now that will become a thing in 2025. So yeah, anime surprised me. So that's just about it, guys. Okay. Now, if you disagree on anything that I just said up to this point, there's the comment section. Okay. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible once this live stream ends. And yeah, that's my. I'm gonna end my report right here.